Well, good evening, everyone. Are you having fun? I told you there was angelic and ominous. Dona nobis pacem means grant us peace, and that last one stood for itself. You probably wondered if you were mistakenly strolling into the orchestra spooktacular that they have every year. Well, at any rate, listen, we need to have a little fun. There's one last stage change. It's relatively brief, but we should fill this time with some fun activity. So I have some things to give away. Now, I either, in years past, have highlighted programs. Can you turn on the house lights for a moment, please? I either highlight the programs of those who have won, glamorous prizes, or I've put stickers in the programs. Now, I ran out of stickers, so I looked through my drawer, and the closest thing I could find to a sticker was Band-Aids. So that did not come off the hand grossly, of some kid that was folding programs for me in my office. Those are actually brand new, and I kind of highlighted them with a highlighter so you wouldn't be grossed out by them. The kids wanted to put red marker by them so you thought it was blood. But anyway, there are Band-Aids. Does anyone have a Band-Aid in their program? So a small group of you do. So we're gonna have to we'll definitely give you prizes. Why don't you guys come on up while I'm starting giving some things away, and then we'll find some more of you that are hungry for tacky prizes. Okay, so tonight's theme is In Pursuit of Musical Harmony, right? And the subtitle is Contrast, or Musical Contrast. So you can imagine me having the time of my life in the dollar store, because that's where I go buy all of these glamorous gifts, and looking and thinking, all right, how in the world do I represent contrast? It's not necessarily opposites, but contrasts in prizes. So you gotta be patient with me. You gotta go with me on some of this stuff, because it gets bad. All right. Are those you prize winners have to come to the stage, please. Work your way up on either one of the ends, if you would, or send someone that is less intimidated than you to receive your prizes. I see Mrs. Love is coming for for her mother. All right, contrast. This one you got to give me. Apples and oranges, right? Contrasting. All right, good. So whichever your mother likes, she gets, and whichever she doesn't like, you get. They're fresh. I just got them from Kroger. Okay? Okay. Well, listen. Is there anyone who's single in the audience? Yeah, all my students raise their hand. Listen, I'm going to give this prize to you. The others are coming up, but one of you can have this prize. I figured these were contrasting. It kind of sums up the whole dating experience. Sometimes they're kissable. Sometimes they're nerds. All right, bear with me. This is Mrs. Alquist here, and she's showing me a Band-Aid. How many prefer creamy? How many prefer crunchy? Contrast and peanut butter. You get both jars. Oh, all right. This was an easy one, and it's a practical one, too. Does your family, Mrs. Bup, does your family eat tacos? If they don't? Well, how am I going to give you that prize if you don't eat tacos? Do you eat hamburgers and hot dogs? Contrasting condiments. There you go. You're welcome. Does your family eat tacos? How many prefer crunchy shell? Soft shell? The soft shells have it. It beats sitting staring at a curtain, all right? You give me that much at least. You guys are a tough crowd. All right, it gets worse before it gets better. So I'm in this dollar store and I see this CD that says, Romantic Moments. Now, the only thing I could find on that same shelf in the DVD thing was, imagine playing Romantic Moments on some night in your home next to the fire. Or, I guess the contrasting experience would be Night of Bloody Horror and Good Against Evil, okay? So, who watches, yeah, you want the horror stuff? Who needs romance in their life? Not you. All right, fine, save it for a few years. This one killed me. I kill myself, I guess. You probably won't even laugh. I found these hearts, that represent love. So I thought, well, that's cool because it kind of ties in with the concert. And in the end, love conquers all, which you'll find out very soon. So we have these hearts that represent love, which you might give to a loved one. And then when it goes sour, you can give them, and I'm not making this up, it says drop dead. Okay? I need to just like, who needs house and garden bug killer? Who needs to make things right with your significant other? Katie, you probably do. He's right next to you. All right. Yeah. So, there's the real thing. Apple Jacks, right? Yeah. Yeah. And then contrasting, there's the imposter. Now, you'd think they'd at least do something deceiving to fool you into buying Apple Jacks, but instead they call it Apple Dapples? I don't think so. Apple Dapples. So you seemed really excited by Apple Jacks? And who wants to try Apple Dapples? You, young man, you can have these. I hope you catch. Good. All right. Some people talking about having these real easy deliveries, and my wife always wanted to kill those people because even though we're not especially large people, is this okay talk? Even though we're not especially large people, we have like the world's largest babies, kind of the kind you'd see on the front of the Enquirer, And so where other people, and we would like to have had runts, we had Whoppers. Contrasts in birthing experiences. Here, have some of these. Someone want candy? Here you are. Thanks. Okay. All right. So some people, parents, I've got a teenager, I've got a freshman next year. And we hope that you'll take the high road in working with them and working through adolescence. So you might want to buy this book at the dollar store called Purpose for Everyday Living for Teens. And on the back, whether this is where you're at or not, it simply says Discovering God's Purpose, Timely Advice, and Timeless Principles, which all sounds excellent. Perhaps what most of us want for our children, right? If that goes wrong, you've got the book. And I kid you not, you're grounded till you're 30. Who's struggling with parenting? Here you are. You want the grounded one or the, yeah. Good luck. Who's having better luck? All right. Take this back to that parent who has their hand raised. Eric, please. All right, we're almost done with the setup, so I don't want to take any of this home. This is just good fun.